Hello, hello. We are live. Axicus here. We're going deep into Last Epoch today. Super excited to be off work this week and streaming during business hours. Feels really good. Thanks everyone for supporting and for being here. I really appreciate it. Blasting here with a level 90 swipe Werebear Druid, and we are into the empowered monolith system now. Throughout the rest of the stream, we're going to be tackling one of these empowered monoliths, maybe from front to back. We'll see if we have enough time. I'm also going to be talking about D4 and Last Epoch, trying to really illustrate my thoughts on my experience with both games so far. Crack open the first bubbly of the day. If you know, you know. There was someone I wanted to shout out. It's Lizard IRL. On Max Roll, he put a guide up for this swipe Werebear Druid, and when my homebrew Druid build, which was a Werebear Druid, by the way, it's my class fantasy, it's the only reason I've decided to play this character, hit a wall getting into the monolith system originally, probably around like level 70. I consulted this swipe Werebear Druid guide on Max Roll, and so the swipe Werebear Druid, thanks to Lizard IRL, has gotten me through everything I've wanted to in this game. It's been quite an enjoyable experience so far, so thanks. All right, we're gonna get up to this beacon. The beacon unveils a nice bit of the map so that we can plot our route forward. This monolith has 100 corruption right now. Love a haste shine for the Werebear Druids. See how much faster I'm swiping there. Boom. Yeah, I've asked for this. Oh my gosh, those Scorpion Death Ray Necrotic Beams. Yeah, I've noticed those hurt along the way. Ooh, get out. Still the Exiled Mage is kicking. But I think I triaged those threats pretty well. Boom. Fun. Like, that is just fun. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm a filthy casual. I've got a subpar build, I think many would say, in comparison to what's out there. But I found a moment in the game where I felt epic. Epic. Rampage could work better. It's a great skill. It's really fun when you hit a long rampage line, but some aspects of the environment that get in the way. It doesn't seem like I could ever rampage on or around stairs, and I don't know. You guys ever seen a grizzly bear run? They're incredibly agile. Like, a set of 6 stone stairs is not throwing off the momentum of a rampaging grizzly bear. Oh yeah, I'll just keep going as long as I can. Hard to slow down a moving bear. Oh, I like these ones. Defeat the waves. All right. Whew. See? Sweating, shaking a little. Those are the kind of feelings I want when I'm spending time just playing a game. Like, it was, I felt I was at threat of dying. Again, remembering that I provide a casual perspective from that of a gaming dad who's got a lot going on outside of video games in everyday life. Yeah, I'm only level 91. I'm taking my time, having fun. The thing about this game is, I mean, this is just my first playthrough, my first experience with any character. There are 5 classes that spec into a total of 15 different masteries, and then all kinds of variations within that. The potential to learn and grow and continue to be challenged by this game is just immense. I love that. The other thing about this game that I find very rewarding is just the increase in the challenge as you build skills and experience. That is the exact equation that game designers use, or should use, to generate flow state. Well, this game has done that principle for quite a long time now, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And the reason is because, I'm trying to get to the point here, flow state. The challenge is always matching my skill, and it's keeping me right on the edge. Not many games can engage you like that for 75 plus hours, and I'm impressed with that. Okay, let's see what the beacon has revealed. Oh, it revealed another beacon. Making our way through this empowered monolith. Great endgame system, in my opinion. Pock got a bit of experience in both games now. I would even call myself, let's be honest, if you go back and like look at my content, I played D3 for 10 years and D4 pretty heavily. I'm a Diablo fanboy. It takes a lot for a game to pull me away from that, if I'm totally honest. Last Epoch is doing it for me right now. It's definitely fun. You know, I played Diablo 4 on launch as a pulverized druid because, like I said, this is just a class fantasy. Whenever I play Dungeons and Dragons, any ARPG, if Werebear Druid is an option, I'm playing it. I've enjoyed it more in Last Epoch than I did in D4 on launch. Got better a little in Season 2 because I played it again in D4, but out of the box, this is a great Werebear Druid experience. How ridiculous was it in Diablo 4 on launch when the most effective tactic to reach level 100 was doing normal dungeon trash over and over again. That's stupid and pointless. And don't get me wrong, I was in Blind Burrows doing it with the rest of you. Like an addict. But you're telling me that this empowered monoliths isn't a far superior system to keep one engaged by playing the game as it's intended? Miles ahead of D4 at launch. Miles ahead. See how there's no loading screens there? Teleport out, pick up your rewards, go to the next one. Very limited time on loading screens, which I know is kind of a funny meme about this game when it launched, but it's obviously come a long way from that. But compared to Diablo 4, when you're doing, I guess one of the things you can consider endgame activity there is killing Duriel for Uber Uniques. I mean, you play for an hour and most of that time is spent on a loading screen or in town sorting out what if you got any loot to upgrade. So that's not a very engaging gaming experience. Yeah, so earlier the week I popped back into D4, checked out the gauntlet on my charge barb, and honestly I thought it was better than I expected, but I think that's more of a mindset of not expecting much anymore from Blizzard at the present moment. I was pleasantly surprised by the size of the map, for one. The demo made it seem like it was going to be a more confined area. And also the shrines and the pillars were far more plentiful than I imagined. Still, like, everyday echoes are are far more dense and challenging. I kind of prefer the density and the risk of dying. After about 35 tries, I got pretty bored. Am I really going to spend my time maxing the optimization of this character to get 1,000,000 points on this gauntlet for my name on a leaderboard? I do like the name on the leaderboard thing, not gonna lie, but the time and effort and that I need to put in to make a dent in that, it's not that interesting or engaging to me. The whole time I was actually thinking about this druid. Yeah, season 4 D4 is gonna have to be mega. It's going to have to be mega. You just look at the difference in the two gaming studios, right? You've got Blizzard that's been acquired by Microsoft that just underwent back in December pretty significant round of layoffs. And given the fact I work in tech, I know that feeling. I've been at a company that's been acquired and where people have eventually lost their jobs or moved on. It's not a good vibe. It is not a good vibe in the company. No matter what your job is and what your role, there are things out of your control that are completely distracting you from doing the job that you've been hired to do. So it's just impossible for people at Blizzard not to be feeling that right now, because that is what's going on at their organization. On the flip side, you've got 11th Hour Games that started this as a passion project, were independently funded, grew along the way, eventually releasing the 1.0 version of their game through a modern development approach, by the way, like listening to customers' feedback and implementing it. And I think that's the biggest thing that speaks to the difference in these two products, Last Epoch and let's just call it Season 3 of D4. What can I say? That's where I'm at, yo.